Wendy.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
here
see
again.
you. Yes.
So tell me about what was the reason you came to the Vision Board workshop?
I had a very bad experience at the start of 2018 at another Vision Board workshop. I obtained the feelings that I wanted, but it was run terribly. And so I felt that the effects of a vision board didn't come into play, and I really didn't use it. But I knew I wanted to do it, and I knew how I wanted to feel.
Yeah.
So I did a bit of searching, stumbled across you, which I was very thankful for, and had another look into what you actually provided, and I thought it sounded like it ticked all the boxes for me, and it wasn't too airy-fairy. So I signed up and came along, and I'm really glad that I did.
Fantastic. That's wonderful. And it's been an amazing year, I've been hearing already. So just wanted to ask you a bit more about that. So how did the process and the techniques impact your year?
So the process at the actual workshop itself was very different to my previous bad experience. And it was really based around the feelings, what I wanted to feel in my life and in my home and my relationships. So that was something new for me. Mm-hmm. The process itself, going through it, I found really easy to follow with your guidance. And I just felt that as I was working on my vision board, that it was starting to come together, and it felt like it was right for me.
Right.
That's really the only way I can explain it.
And what about some of the techniques that were put into play after you left the workshop?
Yeah. So probably the most important one was that I put it in a place where I could see it every morning, but I included as my morning routine actually going and looking at the vision board. And I would sometimes glance over the whole thing, whatever I was drawn to. Sometimes I'd just focus on one particular part of the vision board, and I'd just take in the feelings that it gave me, remember how I felt when I was putting it together, and they were the feelings that I'd head off into my day already having, which was just amazing. And I actually did that almost every single day for the entire year.
That's very impressive. It's well done. And I think that's part of it, is that I can, guide people to say, you need to look at your vision board every day in order for it to come to fruition. But it's how do you actually do that? How do you actually find a way to get it into your day and make it a habit? So we go through that during the workshop as well a little bit. So who do you think would benefit from doing a vision board?
Well, anyone who wants to improve their life for a start. But I think a lot of women my age, and I am in my 50s, I'm over the mid-50s, we're looking for something in our lives. We've either finished our working life, or we've finished raising our children, we find ourselves in a relationship getting to know each other again, and it's like we've got the next 20 or 30 years where usually we're set up to be able to do whatever we want, but what is it that we actually want in our life? Women who are looking for whatever it is that they know they need in their life, but they're not sure what it is.
Yeah. And something you mentioned to me earlier, which is part of that, is that when you first came to do your vision board, there was a couple of things on there that were almost a should rather than things you actually wanted. And I think that's a very big part of the people who might enjoy a vision board is, are you really connected deeply to what it is that you want? And if you don't have that clarity, if you don't have that connection, then a vision board can really assist. Would you like to share any of the things that happened during 2019 as part of your vision board?
There was a lot. Probably one of the weirdest was on my vision board I did have an image of crashing waves, and I just was attracted to it. It spoke to me. I'm still not sure why, but I think I've figured it out. I had always grown up at the beach as a teenager, and our sons, when they were younger, were always at the beach. Now, I hadn't been for 14 years, and it was ridiculous because I knew I liked the beach, And in March of 2019, so just a couple of months after my vision board, a girlfriend of mine said, would you like to come for a walk with me along the beach? And for whatever reason, I thought, actually, no, I don't want to. I'd like to go in the water. So I said, well, why don't we take our boogie boards down to the beach? And she said, what a fantastic idea. Same thing for her. She hadn't done that for so many years. Yeah. We went down, we laughed, we got dunked in the waves, and we were laughing. It was sand and salt and sea, and we go every week.
Yeah.
And it's just go down, sometimes we swim, sometimes just our boards, have a coffee after, and it's just changed my whole outlook. It just makes me feel fresh and alive. And it's only once a week.
Yes.
And we bought wetsuits so that we could still go in winter time. So that's how keen we were. And it really has made a huge difference in how I feel every week.
Yeah.
The other thing that was really, I didn't notice it until later in the year. I had a section of my vision board which was about discovery. So discovery was one of my core values. And I had holiday pictures. I believed that I wanted to go on holidays with my husband because we were in a position now where we could, and we really hadn't travelled much. And you know, as we know, travel is the thing that apparently people our age are supposed to do. So part of that section of my vision board included the words together, imagine a place, and discovery. And there were images. One of them was some tropical place it looked like at night. Another one was a whole set of people's feet in sneakers, and for some reason I was really attracted to that. Well, it turns out by about April of 2019, my husband, who had been playing lawn bowls for a long time, actually asked me if I would like to come and join him. And I'd always said, no, not interested. And on this time, I said, yes, I would. And I went to try. I love it. We play together. It's something we have discovered and shared together. And I think the image of the people with their shoes relates to playing lawn bowls. But it's more the discovery of something new that has bonded us even closer.
Yeah.
And now we've quite comfortably cancelled the plans we had for holidays because we really don't want to go on a holiday.
Yeah.
We want to discover this experience together, and so it's giving me the feelings that I actually wanted, that I thought was through a holiday.
Yeah, that's so fabulous. It's just, it always blows me away how when we let go of the exact image, the exact, sort of time and place and date and this is what I'm going to do, that the right thing turns up that brings even more. To say goodbye to a fabulous holiday because you found something better that's right at home is just amazing.
It's probably the biggest thing on my vision board to have actually come into fruition. Yeah. It's really good.
That's so fabulous. So, last question. If there's one thing you'd suggest for people in their vision board practice or whatever, what would that be?
Definitely to do it every day, to look at it. I put it into my planner as part of my morning routine. It only has to be 30 seconds. It's just to look at your board, whether it's one section of it or the whole board, and sense again those feelings that you had when you put it together. Because then you go out into the world every day, open to whatever opportunities, whether they're playing bowls or cancelling a holiday, you're actually open to having those feelings, which is what we all want, to have a great life.
Yeah. And the reason for that is that you're actually activating a certain part of your brain. So when you bring those feelings first thing in the morning like that, you're looking out for those events and those conversations and those opportunities that arise every single day to have that feeling. So that is the magic of the vision board.
And it's proven, because for 14 years I said I would never play bowls until I was asked. I said, yeah, why not?
It's so fabulous. Thank you so much, Wendy, for sharing with us all, and I hope everyone finds some value in what Wendy's got to say. I have to say a very big thank you because Wendy volunteered to, without my request, to come and talk about this because it's been such an amazing year for her. So hopefully you can come and join us at some point at a vision board workshop and experience the same. So thanks so much.
I'm doing it again for 2022.
I'll be seeing you very soon.